Hello, this is Zedis. Welcome back to another Mario Maker 2 video, clearing more Uncleared 2022 levels. We're going to start off with two quick speed runs. The first one, 3D World, actually the last one I played in this session, but it was it's kind of a mad level. It's not too bad. You watch me just walk off a cliff right here. 3D World, I don't know. Sometimes it feels a little unresponsive, or maybe it's just that little 3D view that you have makes it hard to judge where the edge of a platform is. But yeah, this is basically running along. There's a bunch of spikes, spike tunnel basically. Some jumps are Z jumps, some jumps aren't. Is no indication, so you just have to figure it out. Which you can. This jump right here gave me a lot of problems. But yeah, this is a bit of a boring looking level. There's not much to it. There's some thwomps near the end. We'll definitely watch a whole run. It's a very short level. Yeah, this jump took me a long time to figure out. But yeah, if you jump over at land, you can immediately Z jump. You have the momentum. Yeah, here's some thwomps. You go down that tube. You're supposed to go back up. When I did it, I was like, well, that's not super fair. This one is pretty close to a boo, but I did leave it neutral, because it's not too bad, but it's not good either. I did beat the guy's upload time by a little bit. I think he didn't jump up the slopes. I think he just ran up the slopes. Not sure if he slid here or not. It took me just a long time to figure out whether I needed to slide or not. Go back up that tube, yep, and we dodged that thwomp, that's it. Like I said, pretty dull level. Definitely could have made that better. I'm not a huge fan of like spike tunnel type levels. Where it's just, you have to follow the path that he took, or like I said, it's not that bad though. The Super Mario World level, another speedrun, is kind of bad. Pretty unfair. An ending that's basically a donut block ending, although it's not really. I hate this the setup at first is so stupid. You're definitely gonna die a few times trying to figure this out. But you have to jump and you have to hit the cannonball is what he wants you to do. Like you're gonna figure that out instantly. Yeah, 3 lives. I bet pretty much everyone dies at least twice there before they figure it out. And then yeah, there's not much indication of what to do. There's a lot of damage that you have to take. I wish you could fly, but you can't really fly. I think there are blocks later on that would stop you anyway from flying. Yeah, you have to land on that Bowser Jr. and then there's the setup with the on-offs, and this part is what really pisses me off. I can't remember when I actually boot it, but these moles, there's a lot of, it's like not quite min-max jump. It's like some jumps you have to do max jumps, and other jumps you want to do like medium jumps. It's like you can't just keep changing it like that. That's totally unfair. I think this is the final run. Yeah, jump, lose your cape. Bounce off Bowser. You have to adjust yourself. It's just a pain. Get lucky with that POW. And here's basically the donut block. Well, so the lava does go down, the poison does go down. But yeah, he has these conveyors. It kind of prevents you. I guess it's a little bit clever because you're kind of waiting for that lava to go down, so it kind of restricts you from going too fast. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it. I think it could have been done a lot better. I kind of like some of the concepts, but I hate that first jump is so unfair. And those jumps where you have to adjust, you have to just keep trying it over and over again until you get exactly like those moles moving back and forth. It's so easy to miss them. Moles have very small hitboxes too, so yeah, it's just I don't know, not a good level. Super Mario Brothers 3 level would be a decent level. It's a pretty like traditional level, but there's just too much spam, and it gets really annoying. And you're kind of required to keep your mushroom And there's so much shit. Like, there's a bunch of fire piranha plants and Hammer Brothers. And here at this point, he blocks you off, so it's really hard to avoid getting hit. We will see it in a bit, but you can go up that pipe if you have a mushroom. You can go up that pipe, or if you break it with the Koopa shell. That death always kills me. I think I had another video where I did the same thing, where the bullet was inside the question mark block, but the question mark block is just a Goomba, so it's just asshole-ish. Here we get to this part. Yeah, piranha plants coming out everywhere, shooting fire, popping out when you can't really judge it. 2 Hammer Brothers. Yeah, it's just really hard to deal with this. How many projectiles are flying on the screen at that point? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this stuff. Here's the first time I accidentally get into the I keep my mushroom. And so you can go up in this pipe, and you're rewarded with some coins and 2 more mushrooms. And no, those aren't progressive. I did check. Well, I have a mushroom already, and it only drops you like half a foot to the right. And then this jump is extremely hard to make when you have a mushroom. You see me completely whiff it. Yeah, not an easy one to do. Almost not worth doing, but I think when I do beat it, I do. So you have to have a mushroom at this point, which sucks. I don't know. Oh, yeah, I did try. I was going to say, I don't know if I ever tried to go in any of these pipes, but I did try there. So I have to go back here, and hopefully there's a mushroom here, but what are the chances I'm going to survive this when I'm small? He should have at least given me a progressive power-up. I think this is the final run. It's not a very long level. There's just too much shit in this one, basically. Yeah, I lose my mushroom here. I'll stop the bullet launcher by getting next to it. We're gonna grab this shell. Very difficult to break these bricks at this point. I'm very lucky I didn't die there. But yeah, I'm like, I need a mushroom to get to that point with the Hammer Brothers. It's just not gonna work out if I don't. The shell isn't gonna help me, so we're gonna very difficult jump right here. I'm lucky I was able to prevent that other. There is another mushroom here. It's there, but yeah, look at all this shit coming at me. You gotta break that brick to get through. The next section has some Sledge Bros. I lose my power up immediately, and there isn't another one, but there is a P-switch. I'm gonna wait to kill this guy, get rid of him. P-switch is good enough to get through here, and this one works. I don't know what's up. You could jump up on the bullets. I'm not sure how much you skip. Probably nothing. I get pretty lucky that I'm able to kill this guy. I'm not sure what else was required. I don't think that was how he wanted me to do it, but it works. Yeah, I was lucky enough to kill that Lakitu and steal his cloud. So, not a very good level. I don't know. He needed to calm it down a little. Give me better power-ups. If he gave me a fire flower, it might have been fine. Yeah, he makes it too hard to get into that pipe anyway. Yeah, more power-ups would have made that level much better. Or fewer enemies. Too spammy is what I told him. The Super Mario Brothers 1 level is the worst level by far of the day. And we're only going to watch a clear on this one. And you'll see why. This is a pipe maze, pipe stores. You have to find 5 rocky wrenches and kill them. I had gone through this many, many times, and obviously I was using the program. All these pipes, not all these pipes do stuff. Some of them do. Look how many pipes there are. You have to check every single one of them because you don't know which way. But yeah, obviously I was using the program to map out a way, and it was very difficult to do. But eventually I got it down, and this is one run after many. If you saw how many lives I had at the beginning, or how many tries it had, I don't think I used that many lives because you could go for a long time. You know, when I wasn't using the program, I went for a very long time without dying. But there are enemies that can kill you. What usually will kill you is the piranha plants. They're always spawning out of green pipes, but not all of them. So you'll think, oh, I'm safe here, and then you'll jump, and then the piranha plants coming out of the green pipes do it kind of slowly. That's the second most slow pipe that they come out of. So they won't come out, and then you'll jump, and then they'll come out right at the worst time and kill you. So I died many times there. A lot of tight spaces where these other enemies, Goombas, Koopas, will very easily kill you if you're not careful. And you're also kind of in a hurry. I mean, the timer is 500 seconds. That's the most that you can give anyone. But if you don't know where you're going, you could spend the whole 8 minutes of your time and not find everything. Because there are a lot of dead ends, which you won't see because I'm not going to go down them. But obviously I'm checking every single pipe. First time I went through, I didn't look at the program right away, but I knew right away that I was gonna have to figure it out. And I actually get lost in this attempt in that I can't find the way back to where I need to go. Oh, and also I didn't do this because I was looking at the program by the time this happened, but the pipe to the flag, if you go down that one, you're just dead. So if you find that one too early, you're toast. And we've already seen it too, by the way. We'll see back. Yeah, I have to go all the way back around. And there might be an easier way, to be honest, but this is kind of just the way I figured out. But yeah, this. If you wait too long, that Koopa will absolutely kill you. He'll break your legs. Yeah, you gotta be really careful. We go through here. We're gonna go all the way. You see, we've already seen all this stuff. And also, a lot of the rooms look exactly alike too, so it's very confusing in that way. Are we almost back? No, we're almost back. I think through this door is where we want to go. Back to this room, we go right down here. It would be very easy to mess that up. And there's a spike to kill you in case you came down here instead of a door back, which would have been much nicer. Asshole level. Whoever made that is just a prick. That's not fun. I do actually kind of like the visuals though. But yeah. Yeah, what the hell? Do I leave us seriously? I think I leave us seriously. And there was already somebody who left us seriously on there. No one wants to play that crap though. Mazes? No. Yeah, search through my whole level for these 5 enemies and maybe you'll see. Yeah, I do show with it. Yeah, what a jerk. I don't know. It's pretty crazy, but I've seen other levels like that too, where it's all just like pick a door. On to the last level. This one I was very afraid of because of the Among Us guy in the thumbnail. But this one's actually pretty good. It's very difficult, and I'm not a huge fan of New Suit, but this is a very very challenging level. Basically, several different challenge rooms. No checkpoint. Maybe could have used one, but it's very short. But yeah, pulling everything off at once is... So yeah, you have to hit the on-off to get through the door, and I figure, oh, the only way I can do that is maybe I could jump off the bullet, but that seems like really hard to get the bullet to go where you want it to go. It's possible that's what he wanted me to do. But the easier way to do it, and it's not easy in any fashion, is to jump off the invisible block below these spikes and hit the on-off. And then I have to land on the platform. Very difficult to pull off. I got very good at it, but I still would die. I think this is maybe the hardest trick in the whole level. Which is good because, you know, we're on the very beginning, so if we die here, there was actually one other trick near the middle where I wasn't 100% sure what to do for the longest time, and we'll get there eventually. Probably the 4th room. So the second room, you know, I saw that door, so I knew I wasn't supposed to move. We have to get that key and get back in the door. So we're gonna wait for this guy to jump. And I think I mess up. I don't actually get the key. We're gonna basically see each room. So didn't die many times here, honestly. That's not that hard. One of the easier rooms. Third room. I do this very easily here. I actually started having trouble with that, and I use wall jumps to do it. And we'll see that when I do a whole run at the end. That's you know, kind of a rude drop, but you can see it, and I reacted. And this was the first time I've been to this room, so I did react pretty well there. Now, this is the part that took me forever to figure out. I assumed I had to hit the P-switch, but you have to get up here, and I'm like, how do I actually get up there? And I try a few different things. And I mean, I almost wanted to quit this level because I was not sure that I could figure this out. But what I assumed I had to do, and I do the exact same thing there, is I assumed I had to jump off that little wall, do a little twirl, and hit the wall a little lower, and then get back up there. And I was never able to pull that off, but I come pretty close. I think I do at least show one try. And here I'm starting to kind of figure it out. What I might be able to do, but I go too far away, and I'm like, well, I can't. Maybe I can triple jump. Maybe that would help. And I hit that, and I'm like, well, maybe that doesn't work. I think this is the time where I probably do a pretty successful, you know, kind of, yeah, I almost, if I could have got to the wall, but I wasn't quick enough with I'm not very good with the air stalling. I think you could do that, but the way I eventually figured it out was what I was trying to do before with the triple jump. I thought maybe I couldn't get far enough away, but you can actually, you know, I thought the P-switch would just spawn, but right here, you do a little quick triple jump and you can get up there if you jump off the P-switch with that third jump. This little maze thing, usually I hate this stuff, but this is very easy. There's no reason for this to be here, honestly. There's some stuff I have to do above the screen. I have to be able to land on that, and I'm completely whiff it. And I've used the P-switch, so I have to try the old way. But I am unsuccessful. I actually am pretty close there. That's about as close as I ever got to doing that correctly. That would be very hard to pull off. You might not be able to do that. You might not even have to do this stalling. You might be able to, yeah. You might be able to just do a little jump off there, but like I felt like any jump I did hit the spikes. So we're gonna go here. This is a really hard jump. I only missed this once though. That's an off-screen jump into an up pipe, which isn't very easy. And then he kind of just drops me, which I'm like, oh shit. I actually had looked at the program, so I should have known. But that was the first time I got in that room. Not that hard to react, to be honest. I reacted better with the other pipe, but I didn't quite know it was coming. That's the only thing I'm like, maybe a little rude. There's a couple of places where it's a little, he doesn't give you enough time to like look at the situation. This is the final challenge, really is some icicle jumps. Not easy. I did die here once or twice, I can't remember. This jump is really hard. So I have to get on this ice and get into that up pipe. Obviously the ice is very slippery. And this is actually the final jump, really, of the level. There is a little bit after this, but it's no chance of dying. Yeah, here, I'm gonna get on the ice and just slip off. That's what's gonna happen, but yeah, we'll watch a whole run just to see, to fully appreciate how difficult and challenging this level is. But yeah, I actually do give this one a heart. I do think this is a good level, but not an easy one, for sure. Sometimes, like, the unfair stuff I'm okay with if it's a level that's actually fun and challenging. And not just a pain in the ass. And I think this level is just long enough. Oh, here's how I do this in general. I feel like that's less dangerous. That jump, you almost have to jump, like, right above the spike. And I would die sometimes. Yeah, I was actually very happy with myself that I figured out a good way to do this. I don't know if that's what he wants you to do, really, but I think it must be because I don't see any other way to accomplish that. Now, the way I was trying might have worked, but I'm not sure. I did die with a shitty P-switch jump at one point here. He should not have blocked me off from the next room right here. That's unnecessary because there's no reason. The P-switch doesn't hurt you in the next room or help you or anything. So, what was the point of making me wait? But not a big deal, you know. Minor flaws for sure, but not anything game breaking. I did check to see if this guy had anything else uncleared. This was by far his hardest level. Every other level he had was like a 15% clear rate, which was pretty shocking. He must have just wanted, he must have just been like, you know what, I want to make a hard level. So, but yeah, nothing else even seemed like it was like a technical challenge. It all seemed pretty regular. I don't know, I didn't look that hard though. But there was nothing that was less than 5%, I think was his next highest clear rate. Anyway, if you've made it this far, thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next week. Thanks so much for sticking with me if you have. Or if you just discovered me, thanks so much for watching through.